Every now and then when I feel a bit buggy, I look at the floor, maybe need a new ruggy. Scratch at, I'll get some beers and get chuggy. Nah, man, I know what I need, some old man huggy. Old man huggy. Some old man huggy. Put your headphones on for proper audio quality, motherfucker.
Recording in progress.
What it do, what it do, what it do. It is your boy, Andrew Schultz, aka Mr. Goody Two Shoes. And who am I with as always? Joseph Huggins, aka Old Man Huggie. Talk shit or get off the pod. Episode 167. Salute your Tesla shorts, motherfuckers. That's a little play on words. Salute Your Shorts, the show from Nickelodeon. Elon seek hailing like a maniac. And
No, man, you got it all wrong.
And the investment strategy of shorting a stock like Tesla, which I've been saying to do before I ever even bought a single share of stock of anything. I was telling people to short Tesla. I stand by why I said that, but I was wrong as far as...
Yeah, I'll say you're down.
Right.
Someone's mad at you.
I mean...
That took your advice.
Yeah, I would have done it. It was just too expensive. The shares were because the shares are so pricey that in order to short it, it costs a lot. But like any other car company that's not named Tesla that had the same like metrics as Tesla, if you shorted it, you would have made a shit ton of money because this company is way too overvalued. However, it's like a meme stock, it's artificially inflated.
Everything's a meme stock. Shout out meme stocks.
Shout out meme stocks.
Why not?
Like we rode the wave.
I made money off of meme stock.
Right.
But that's before it was cool. That's like, well, but that, okay. That's just whatever, like, it was one of, like, the big shit. Like, oh, you made a bunch of money or you didn't. But there was no, like, Q drop coming from, fucking Roseanne Barr telling everybody to go buy poop coin. And then all of a sudden...
You know what it was? Basically, that like, moment in time was, like, Woodstock 69. And you'll just never recreate it. But people are going to try from now until eternity because that was such like an epic moment in history where...
Yeah, and I didn't even make like that much. I made a good chunk, but I didn't make that much. Some people made a fuck ton. I was conservative when I got into it, and I had a bunch of other stocks and shit, so I was like trying to do a bunch of stupid shit. I was basically on the fucking just Robin Hood bullshit like everybody else.
Not me, bro. I'm a grown-ass man. I make trades on Fidelity.
Well, this is whenever it was like I bought a bunch of Dogecoin, so I didn't buy a bunch of Dogecoin on Fidelity.
I was just looking at I was on Coinbase yesterday.
And then I have Coinbase. I don't even use it.
I do like for poker transactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is what like I ended up. That was my final crypto wallet. I got it once it went public. It started getting traded on the New York Stock Exchange. I was like, okay, that's legit. Now that will be my wallet. Because I had like Kraken and Onion, or Onion, not even a thing. Voyager, like it was like a shit show. Like I saw on Coinbase, I transferred like 5,000 Doge from Doge, like a Doge wallet. That's what it said. You just transferred from Doge wallet. I was like, I don't even know what that is. Like, where did I buy all this Doge? 5,000? Like, I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
Which is actually not that much. was like just like a few G's.
Yeah, because it went
Like
up.
even at its peak.
Because
I bought it at like 19 cents is what it said.
see, I bought mine at like a fraction of a penny.
Yeah.
Because almost like literally like a year before, some weird dude at work.
Right. Well, now you can buy the Trump coin.
Well, we'll get into that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing social media is so interesting right now. Right now, Twitter's off the rails. If it was,
Whoa. That doesn't sound like Twitter.
if you thought it was off the rails before, the villages are burning. It's crazy, but like moderation is totally out the window. I guess now I guess a bunch of people are saying that like the Zuckster and a bunch of other people like force followed. And when I opened up my Instagram, the first people for me to follow on Instagram was JD Vance and Melania Trump. First two people on. It's like every time I would like see a picture, it'd be like funny dog video. Add these people. Funny dog video. Add these people. It was insane.
That is insane.
All day.
I just revamped. I just got back on Twitter. Like, I've always had an account, but like I've like never used it. But I like deleted the app and re-downloaded it, and so it started working. And I went to my suggested, and it was like exactly like what I wanted. It was all like foreign policy think tanks. It's like the Brookings Institute, the Council on Foreign Relations, RUSI over in Europe, the Carnegie Council. I was like, yep. It's like it was weird because it's like all the podcasts I listen to, but like how the fuck would Twitter know what the fuck I'm listening to?
Because it's been listening to you the whole time.
Nah. I just read an article about that and like that shut that down real quick. It was like, you know how expensive that would be for them to listen to you at all times and then sift through all of that.
True.
Not worth it. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Duh.
True.
Like they're saying it's not that like, but it's like they are tracking like so much shit that you're doing that it's like akin to listening to you. And there are apps that do listen to you, but as far as like your iPhone listening to you at all times or Siri or whatever the fuck, it just doesn't make economical sense.
True, but I do enjoy those memes where it's like your FBI agent like watching you at like 4 a.m. eat pizza or something like that. Those are always pretty funny because they'd be like if you had your own personal FBI agent or someone watching you at all times, they catch you doing weird shit all the time. They'd be like, this dude's weird, right? That'd be a weird thing to just follow one person and listen to them 24/7. That'd be weird. Like you would catch them doing weird shit if that was your job.
Right.
That'd be fucked up. Couldn't do it. It'd be like a soap opera, like a personal soap opera.
I mean, that people do that for a living.
It's like there are people that do that. They're called stalkers. It's like, oh, I didn't know.
No, like, call the FBI,
Yeah.
the CIA.
Well, yeah, but they listen to specific people for specific things, right?
Like
Maybe.
in the show, The Agency, that's on Showtime or Max or whatever, or not Max.
I guess Snowden would be like, nah,
Paramount?
bro. They're listening to you at all times, dog.
It's about like a CIA agent who was undercover for 6 years, and now he's coming back to like his normal life.
His roots.
But yeah, but they've got guys. The CIA has their guys following him when he gets back because it's like I guess it's like that transition period can be tumultuous, and they want to make sure that he's like
on the up and up.
On the register. So like he just was talking to his boss about it, and he's like, can we get these guys off me? He goes, no. And he like says something. He goes, and that's why you wear a tail. But at that, he meant two guys are going to be following you at all times.
Yeah. Okay.
He called them grandma and grandpa.
Okay. Yeah, and a lot of people are being like, you better go put all your money in crypto right now.
I wouldn't say all of it, but I've never not said to invest in crypto.
But it's just...
I'm talking about, I mean, Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin.
Like, Bitcoin, and I've also suggested Ethereum, but at this point, Bitcoin. that's like, I'm just saying that it's not going to take over the dollar, but I fully believe Bitcoin is going to behave like real estate, where we're gonna be like, what? You fucking idiots got to buy a Bitcoin for $100,000 because now the average Bitcoin is 1 million. Not the average, the Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Like how houses were like, even when like our parents bought them, they was still like $100,000, $70,000. But that seems insane to buy a house for that much.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it's going to be with Bitcoin. It's just going to continue to go up, up, and up. But it's like a store of value. It's not like gonna be like the dominant currency. It's not a currency.
Yeah. I don't know. Any news from the poker world?
Oh my god, dude. All right, just real quick. On Sunday, I entered into a tournament. Uh, Only the final two make the money. I get down to the final four. I'm the chip leader, final four. Somehow I get fourth place. Only a $70 buy-in. I go over to the cash game, quickly get my money back like in 20 minutes. So like I buy in 100, now I'm at 170. I quickly get up to 320. I'm like dominating. Like I'm just like playing throughout the tournament. I was playing like the blind just got so high that how it, like in a bad beat, and that was it. But at the cash game, dominating. And then this guy, he's at the table, and he like called a 30. Like I raised 10. Like three people called, or like two people called, including him. Another guy re-raises to 30 pre-flop. I fold my pocket tens. Uh, this idiot calls. The guy who raised it to 30 had pocket aces. The guy who called had queen six, but caught queen six on the flop, and won this like $400 hand. Just playing like an idiot. And he's like, "Oh, it's my first time here." He's like, "Usually I play online." And like I thought he was kidding, but he might have been serious. So I just see him make shitty play after shitty, like crazy bluff after crazy bluff. Now I'm in a hand. Pot is like at 700. Uh, well, yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, 700. It's like bet 30, bet 50. A bunch of people are calling. I have a flush draw. It's ace four on the flop. I have like a jack eight flush draw. Uh, Jack comes on the turn, and I think that's probably good because this guy's an idiot. And then on the river, a queen comes, and he just goes all in, 100 more. And I was like, ugh. And I made like the dumbest poker analysis I've ever made, which is this guy's been bluffing and acting like a fucking idiot all night. So surely he can't be doing it again. And I folded. It's like, no, no, no. That's not how poker analysis goes. This guy's been acting like a fucking idiot all night. So he's probably acting like a fucking idiot again. Call him. So, anyways, I don't call, but Rodney, the homie, sun's coming. Get down or lay down. The guy who says all that. Yahtzee. Like, he's a brother. He's sitting to me to my left. He'd been calling this whole time. And the whole time, like every time a card gets turned, he's like, he's calling, but he's like, I need help. I'm gonna need help on the river. So that's in my head too. I'm like, dude, doth protest too much. You're like being very vocal how you need help. I feel like that you already have the hand, and you're just pretending like you need help. So I'm like, and so he's yet to even call. So I fold. He is short stacked. He calls with pocket tens. A fucking idiot turns over a pair of fours. I would have won the whole thing with a pair of jacks. It's like it would have put me at like $800. Three hands later, Rodney's in a hand. I get a ace high flush draw on the flop. Rodney bets 100 out of nowhere on the flop. Another guy goes all in 127. Another person calls, and another person calls, and then it's me, and I've got an ace high flush draw. So I'm pocket. I have to go, right? It's like now there's another 700 in the fucking pot. All we need is a heart to come out, and I get all of it. I know that. So there's no way I can't like fold and just watch this hand play out and watch a heart come out and just be like, what the fuck. So now I have to go in, but instead of having 700, I've got 200, and the heart never comes out, and I'm out. So I went from, and Rodney should have never been in that fucking hand because I should have called, took all of his fucking chips and got him out the fucking table, and I would never been in that predicament. So I went from almost winning the tournament to up 700 and to gone home
down
170
to sitting in the Carl's Jr. parking lot.
Oh my god, dude, it was brutal. Like I've told people like the worst things that have ever happened to me in my life have happened to me at the poker table. Like forget everything that's ever happened to me. Like that night was the worst.
Oh. That is rough though. I can only imagine.
I know. I even told somebody at the table earlier that day. Like I was like, you know what I regret the most at poker is not like when I make a bad call. It's when I fold. Like when I would have won the hand, and then I folded when I would have won like one of the biggest hands of all time, or like for me at least.
Damn.
I know. Stupid. I had the chips.
It's a lot of action on that table too.
Oh, I know.
That sounds like it was popping.
It was.
Yahtzee.
Yeah, sun's coming.
Sun's coming. That's pretty awesome.
Get down or lay down.
How old's this guy? Is he like an old head? Is he an unk?
Black don't crack. Yeah, but an unk.
Okay, because unk, I saw this breakdown where it was like unk is like 36 to 49. And then
No.
And then old head. No. Old head is like 50 to like 61. So like that'd be old head. So like we're in that unk. We're in unk right now.
No, this is old. No, we are. I guess so.
Yeah. We're at the beginning of the unk phase.
I feel like a cuz though.
Cut.
Maybe like a nephew.
You'll kill my cut.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like it's funny because like I've gone back and forth. I have no idea what Rodney does for a living. Like where he gets
something
his money.
epic. Something epic.
And I thought about it a few times, and then I came to realization it's like I don't know if I want to know. Like it might ruin it, you know. Like I like to know just Rodney, this dude at the poker room, and that's it. He's
Yeah,
like
the
a
mystery.
character.
Yeah, the mystery is nice. Get
Yeah,
down.
like, I don't need to know him as like a real person. I need to know
Get
him
down
as
and
like,
lay down. That's
Yeah.
pretty great. Sun's coming. See, that's awesome. That's some old head shit. That's some old head shit.
When he sat down, I think I took all of his chips. Like he like bought it in short or something, and like when he first sat down, and he had to get more chips. And when the guy came to bring his chips, he's like, "Hey, Rodney, right? Sun's coming." He goes, "I don't know about that." I was like, "Whoa, dude, that's the like first time I heard you not, you know."
We had a couple coaches that were really good at making shit up. We had Coach Penson. I don't remember Coach Penson.
Yeah.
But he used to like make shit up. Like he would just yell random shit like dynamite does not explode slowly. He would like yell that shit at the offensive lineman, which is a true statement. Or I'm sure you remember get on your Honda and run somebody over.
Well, doesn't it depend on how long the wick is going into the dynamite?
But he's saying it doesn't explode slowly. That's just that's igniting. That's not the act of it exploding.
Okay.
But that's a great statement. That's like a obvious thing. But he would yell that at people, or get on your Honda, and he'd be like, Honda weighs like 2,000 pounds.
Dude, that just triggered a weird.
Do you remember that shit?
Yeah.
You better get on your Honda and run somebody over. And I remember
so
somebody was like, "Why a Honda?" He's like, "Oh, Honda weighs like 2,500 pounds." Like that. Like some,
That's
like
not
random,
a Volvo, bro.
Like some random.
And is that even heavy for a car? I don't even know.
And then I loved Coach Milton, his goofy ass, because he would say shit like, "Who punked the skunk?" He'd be like, "Y'all, we're supposed to be having practice. Y'all over here playing Who Punked the Skunk." Like that's some old man shit. Or Who Goosed the Moose? Who goosed the moose? Bruh. Goofiest shit ever. But that's like some coaches and some old man unk shit. You get to say shit like that. When you get to that age, you could drop stuff. So that's coming. You think we over here playing Who Goosed the Moose? Just drop that at the next table, bro, and see what someone says.
Okay.
Or when you lay something down, you want to be like, dynamite does not explode slowly. You just say that whole phrase. That's like, what's so
Dynamite does
ridiculous.
not explode slowly.
Yeah, or you gotta say it quiet, and someone be like, "Hun," you'd be like, "Dynamite does not explode slowly." It's like you're right. That's very true.
Or like really quietly, like
Yeah, we gotta mumble it to yourself so they think
like,
you're talking shit.
you just gotta make it. I did. Dynamite doesn't explode slowly.
Oh, there's so many times you could use that. You better get on your. You gonna have to get on your Honda if you're gonna run me over, baby. Shit, because I can. I got the Accord and slam that shit down. I don't know, maybe. Well, it's working. It's a work in progress.
Okay, all right, we're workshopping it.
Are you ready for therapy questions, sir?
Sure.
Therapy question number 1, kind of just a discussion topic. Are people blowing these pardons, Joe Biden's pardons, then other people with Donald Trump's pardons, the pardon process in general? A lot of talk about pardons. How do you, are these being blown out of proportion?
Well, okay, for Biden, guess what? Like, people are gonna say whatever the fuck they're gonna say. Well, what are any of those people gonna help you if you didn't pardon one of them, and then Trump goes in and tries to prosecute them? What then? You know? It's like, oh, it's a bad look. It's like, okay, but this is a real thing. Like, these people now will not like have to go to jail, and you know, and it's like, fucking Trump is the one who created this climate. And how many times in, like, on inauguration day, how many speeches he gave where he's like, we're gonna end the politicization of the Justice Department, but like his whole campaign, he's like talking about like going after like his, you know, prosecuting people, and like, you know, from day one he's like, lock her up, Hillary. It's like all he wants to do is fucking politicize it. Cash Patel at the fucking FBI. Are you kidding? He's trying to put Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. You're not trying to politicize this shit, like. So I mean, it's crazy. I was actually like worried that Biden was not going to do that, like the pardons. It's like, dude, you have the power. Like, you're just worried about what? Like the New York Times, like, you know, getting like.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could see why he did it later, because I could see him
All
being.
presidents do it later. Bill
Well,
Clinton
like,
on his
I
way
know,
out,
but
pardon his brother. Like, that's how you do it, dude.
like I could see that. But no, I mean, I think that the system has been like, whether you think they're sketchy or not, I agree with you. I think for some of them, Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, a bunch of people who were a part of the January 6th committee were.
Trump literally says they should be in jail, and he just appointed the person who could, you know, the person who's in charge of the entire apparatus who could put him in jail.
Yeah. But
and you're not, and don't tell me you don't think Donald Trump is crazy enough to do something like
well,
that.
and they, you know, the committee that they say wasn't picked, but they refused to participate in it. The Republicans, when they came up with this January 6th committee, they gave them opportunities to appoint their own people to it, and they didn't want to appoint anybody except for people that were. I think a couple people who allegedly maybe partook in January 6th. But anyways, I digress. So, I can see why he would pardon those people. I can see why he'd pardon.
No, those okay, but those people are also protected by the Constitution. It's like it's like the speech clause, like what is it? It's like some sort of clause in the Constitution that protects members of Congress, the House and the Senate, from being held liable, or like criminally liable for shit that they say or do, you know, as a official.
In an official capacity or some shit
Not
like that.
not like the shit they're saying with the president. It's like
No, but I get that. But I'm just saying is I could see why he would go to extra lengths to protect those people.
Yeah.
Whether you think it's sketchy or not, you could see why you do it with the threats and things that are being said, poured in their direction, the overt politicization of the Justice Department, or what it looks like it's going to be, directed at those people. But the system's been eroded to where even if there was something sketchy, like, I mean, I think back about some of the people that Donald Trump pardoned when he was in office, and
Paul
it's like
Manafort, a Russian asset, he gets out of jail.
Roger
Fucking
Stone.
Roger Stone, like fucking General Mike Flynn. Like, I mean, he's like all of these people were thrown in jail
And were convicted.
for working as a foreign agent without and failing to register. Like, Manafort gave all of their internal polling of the Trump campaign had in 2016 to a Russian agent of like the FSB, their equivalent of the CIA. Why? And then he went to jail, and then he got pardoned by Trump.
Blagojevich.
Okay, that's fine.
No, Blagojevich. No, because no. This is the whole thing. Is if you're gonna if you lock up the Roger Stones, you gotta lock up the Blagojeviches. You got to.
Roger Stone is like a seditious.
I got you, and I'm saying hey, Blagojevich was doing payola, pay to play.
Okay.
No, that's shady. You don't get
That is shady, but
you
it's
don't get to have it
different
both ways. And he's caught on tape.
It's different than attacking the United States.
True, but what I am saying is pardoning both of those guys is fucking stupid.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree, but this is also what happens all the time. It's like Trump literally, just like does shit like that, and then Biden is pardoning people just to protect them from the abuse of the justice system by Trump. Like, not people who've actually committed crimes. Then everybody's like, oh my God. It's like, what? Trump's like, he's pardoning people who don't deserve pardons because they've actually committed crimes for him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not to mention the fucking January 6th insurrectionists. Enrique Tarrio, the head of the Proud Boys, walked out of jail today. What the fuck? Still confuses me that how they have like a really dark Cuban dude in charge of the Proud Boys. Like, I don't know. He's like Afro-Cuban dude, and I thought they were racist.
Yeah, I mean, bizarre. I think they're being blown out of proportion, especially in Biden's case.
Not the January 6th
in
one.
Biden's case, but yeah, I mean, it's like there's two different.
And then also Biden pardoned his entire family.
Well, yeah, because he's threatening his entire family.
Exactly. There is one insurrectionist from January 6th who did not accept Donald Trump's pardon. She said, "I'm not accepting it. I did commit a crime, but he should be held accountable for it." So there's one person.
One person who's like, "I'm riding it out."
Yeah, and for the audience, most of the people who got pardoned were already out of jail. Like, over half of them, had either didn't go to jail or had been out of jail, and then the other half, it was like, it's not like all these people are coming out of jail, and so it's a lot of them. It's just like, you know what it is? It's like allowing them to purchase firearms because you can't as a felon.
Yep.
So it clears that from their record. So now that these insurrectionists can, get that easy access to those weapons, baby, in case we need to do it again.
It's true.
I thought January 6th was a hoax.
The what's it called? The
how
shaman, the January
QAnon shaman?
QAnon shaman was like posted on X, like, I'm gonna go buy a shit ton of guns. That's literally what he posted.
Well, I mean, as he should.
Saw that coming. Therapy question number 2. If you had to pick between the two in the world of Star Wars, are you going to be a Jedi or are you going to be a Sith?
Yeah, I'm a Jedi, bro.
Jedi?
Yeah, dude. I'm like I'm like Raphael from the Ninja Turtles, It's like, it seems like, I'm a bad guy, but I'm actually, playing for the good guys. I just got a bad attitude.
Okay.
I'm like a Jedi that will fuck your sister.
See, I could go either way. I could see myself being a Jedi, but also like straight going dark side, being like angry all the time. Like just
Angry all the time.
For sure, that's what it is. You gotta get super pissed. Basically, you just gotta be like angry or jaded about something. So maybe it's like an age.
So you're gonna be angry. You're gonna
I
be
guess
angry,
if you ask,
Black Eye Sith?
I guess if you ask any like angsty teenage boy, then I'll be like, I'd be a Sith. Like I'd be Anakin, bro. I hate everyone right now.
Anakin.
Well, that's Anakin. He was
No,
the
I
chosen
know,
one, but then he went dark, dog. He started listening to like
I know the
My
Phantom
Chemical
Menace came out,
Romance.
and I don't know. Like, I don't.
They
He
started
didn't
doing
look
some
cool to
weird-
me.
Well, no, it's not that he looked cool. It's just that he becomes Darth Vader.
Right.
You're like,
Which again, I never wanted to be Darth Vader, dude.
well, just because it seems restrictive, like walking around, can't really run, like it's bitch ass hard to breathe, like you know what I'm saying, like he wheezing all the time. You don't want people to see you with your helmet off because you look weird as fuck. Like that wouldn't be cool. All the powers and shit would be tight, but then and people would be like, man, can you imagine if he hadn't been hurt, how good he'd actually be, like that? Because that people would say that about you, because that's like the whole thing is that he'd be more powerful. He wasn't all fucked up. So I wouldn't want that for myself.
Yeah, I see myself more of like in the Sam Jackson type role, like on the higher council.
See,
fucking
I was a big
legendary Jedi.
See, I'm a big fan of General Grievous, and he's like the robot dude with the 4 arms and carries 4 lightsabers, and he's like not a Jedi or anything. He's like a robot guy, robot clone dude. But he's like a guy inside a robotic suit. He's probably my favorite because he's just a dick to everybody, and he'll fight anybody on sight. And he's like he hates Jedis, but he doesn't have the Force, and he fucking beats him up all the time. I was like, I kind of like that guy. He's kind of like, I'm gonna do my own thing. Maybe like a Darth Maul, because you'd be tatted up and shit. That'd be
Kylo
tight.
Ren.
Kylo Ren would be a little too whiny. That'd be cool. You have like legendary parents, so people wouldn't fuck with you. You'd be like, yeah, like Han Solo and Princess Leia are my parents, bro. Like back the fuck up.
And you have like a giant hammer for a cock, because Adam Driver's got to be packing.
Yeah, it's like my mom's like the queen of the galaxy and shit, bro. And she's a general. And then my dad was some like drug dealing smuggler who bagged some rich ass princess bitch. Like my parents are legendary, bro. Don't fuck with me. But he's kind of like a whiny bitch.
Huge cock.
On God. All right. Therapy question number 3. So basically, you get to be an Olympian, winter or summer, and you're going to be a gold medalist. What sports would you want to be a gold medalist in?
That sport that Raygun was in.
Breakdancing?
I mean,
Didn't they cancel it? I think it's not a competition anymore.
No way.
I mean, maybe not. I think genuinely think they're like, we might not do this again.
Dude, you know, leave it up to the fucking Australians, man. I mean, I feel like other than breakdancing, like if you want to be the baddest man on the planet, it's either the fastest man on the planet, so like the 100 or whatever the fuck.
100, 200, if you can do both.
Right. Or boxing.
Those would be
Yeah,
the two. See,
Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson going in there getting golds and then coming out and becoming prize fighters. Like that's you know, like I'm trying to think of how you parlay. Like even Mike Phelps, like who made the most bag like in the Olympics, was done after the Olympics. I'm thinking career afterwards.
see, it'd be cool to be win a gold in skateboarding. That'd be tight. Skateboarding shit's tight. Obviously, yeah, the sprinting and stuff would be pretty cool, just because those are like the glory sports that everyone's obsessed with, you know. But it would also be cool as fuck to win in like the the high jump or in pole vault. That'd be tight as fuck, because you'd be going up on some pole like 45 feet in the air, some wild shit. People would be like, "Oh fuck, bro," that'd be cool as shit. And then it'd be like, I'm the gold for that, so you get to do the circuit. You just become famous that you could parlay that into like some kind of reality show.
Good. Okay, bro. Like you spend like an extra 2 hours a day like packing your poles into like some truck, trying to make sure you be able to fit them. Like we're out here trying to holler at some girls. I just show them how fast I am. You have to go like, hey, come with me with my pole. Let me show you what I can do.
I'm just saying that'd be cool.
Goofy.
That'd be cool. And high jump would be tight because that just means you got ups.
Right.
People would be like, damn, a fool can jump.
Pole vault's kind of goofy, dude.
Pole vault's hard, man. It'd be, so that's what I'm saying. You're gonna win the gold in it, so it's not about like what's gonna get you the glory. What would be some wild shit? What would be interesting?
I don't want to have to carry.
Or the 110 hurdles would be pretty cool.
Gold medal in hockey.
Yeah,
well, the United States.
Well, I'd say in the Winter Olympics, the long ski jump would be some wild shit. That would be cool. Where you get
curling,
launch off, yeah, curling. See, I think that winning a gold in any winter is cool. Any winter Olympic sport,
bobsled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or the skeleton, or skeleton,
yeah.
or skeleton. Whenever you're just like the one man luge, and you're like, it's like crazy. That'd be some wild shit. But like any of those are cool. There's not a single Winter Olympic gold that you could win that wouldn't be cool. Skiing, downhill, freestyle, snowboarding, all cool. Half pipe, cool.
Not a single one.
No, they're all cool as fuck. There's not a single one that wouldn't be tight as fuck to win. Curling, you'd think some of the lame ones are cool as fuck. If you won a gold in curling, that'd be badass. But you'd be like,
who said that was lame, bro?
Exactly. But you said pole vaulting. It'd be lame to win in pole vault.
No. I wanted to pole vault when we were like doing the track and shit, but I like
it's hard
tried
as fuck.
I was like, no.
Nope.
I was like, I don't even my brain doesn't comprehend how this is supposed to work. So like I thought like I bend it and it's like no, you stick it straight into the ground and then like I was like nah, I can't do that. I'm gonna go like fuck up the 300-meter hurdles.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do something else. I'm gonna go be fast in the corner. Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
But like, what's a not cool?
Like,
what's a not cool winner?
I'm trying to think.
Figure skating would be tight as fuck. Because then you get the whole circuit. You'd be on Michael Strahan in the morning, being like, "Hey, so tell me about this. Did you hear about how Brett Favre took a dive so I could get the record?" How does that make you feel? I was so glad Michael Strahan didn't win a Super Bowl. That they did all that bullshit, and then the next year the Giants won the Super Bowl, so he retired and didn't win one. And Tiki Barber, I was like, good, fuck those guys. And it was like O.C. Umanura and a bunch of other people. Oh God, I hate Michael Strahan. Sorry, I hate him. He's like one of my least favorite.
Not a Good Morning America fan,
but he's just on. I just don't like him. Maybe it's because
I don't either, bro. I don't either.
It's just there's something about him that seems like fake.
I don't like the gap in his teeth.
I don't either, bro. I just want to be like, fix that shit. Come here, dog.
Fix that shit.
Come here, dog. Take a dive. Yeah, but you can't name a Winter Olympic sport that's not chill. That wouldn't be cool to win in. The big long ass ski where you jump off that mega ramp to see who can go the farthest. That's insane. And they have like 5'2" little Italian guys.
The alpine skiing.
Just zipping off and then launching. That'd be badass. Oh, would you win in? I jumped 85 feet on some skis going like 100 miles an hour down a hill. They'd be like, that's badass. You're short as shit. Be like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I flew through the air going 85 miles an hour, and I won gold for my country. People be like, fuck yeah, buy this guy beer. If you're like, I won the triple jump, they'd be like, get out of here, bro. That's like,
are there like far less winter sports in the Winter Olympics? Or am I just like blanking on a category? It's like I'm thinking X Games sports and then
because they have some
figure skating and hockey.
But then they have like equestrian shit with horses.
That's not winter.
That's not winter, no. I think there's less. Maybe there is less with winter than there is summer. It's got to be. It's just like I feel like winter's more restrictive in general. So
right.
That just sounds correct for some reason.
Yeah.
Anyways, last one. Therapy question number 4. Would you rather fight Mike Tyson or Kimbo Slice?
Kimbo Slice, I guess. Just because I feel like I could catch him on an off day. Like, Mike Tyson is going to he's like a machine built to murder.
Well, this is a peak, we'll say peak Kimbo Slice.
No, I know. Like I'm just saying, I think I have a...
better chance with Kimbo.
A puncher's chance, if you will. with Kimbo. With Mike Tyson, I'm not getting close to him.
Yeah, you're just running away.
Can't even, dude.
Yeah, he probably
take it.
You would start hopping fences.
I lean into the first punch, just get it over with.
You'd start hopping fences, trying to get away, and he's just running through them. So every time you hop it and you think you've created distance, he just like just busts through.
Yeah, man. I he doesn't want to just like
don't run,
dude. He wants to like.
I want your heart. I'm gonna get.
Yeah, he wants to like end you in the afterlife.
That's like one of the best post games, isn't it? Where he's all super like you just like juice the fuck up, and he's talking. He's like Lennox Lewis, and he's like I'm ferocious. I'm a killer. I want to eat your children. I want to eat your heart. And he's like, and he goes, praise be Allah.
All praise be to Allah.
All praise be to Allah. And they're like,
I don't know, man. I don't know. The doctor said my back is broken.
Yeah.
Spinal.
Spinal.
He said, the doctor said, your back, it's broken.
Spinal.
My back.
That's the wildest shit. Just pure, like, he's just like in go mode. He doesn't know what he's saying at that point, but it's fantastic. Yeah, you gotta fight Kimbo Slice. Mike Tyson, there's not a version of Mike Tyson you'd want to fight ever.
I don't know. Him biting on his gloves versus Jake Paul. I take that version.
Well, I think it's because, what do you say? I have
for
I have a fixation. He was biting his glove because he had a biting fixation, which is insane to just admit out loud to somebody. Like, why do you do that?
I used to do a lot of cocaine, but now I have an oral fixation for my gloves.
No, for just things, I bite them.
Ever since I got that ear from Holyfield, I just have to keep biting.
I just like to chew. I only have a rawhide pig's ear, but I'm out. Ugh. Say, who's this kid Dynamite everyone's talking about? That's one of my. There's another interview where he's like sitting down in that grassy park in that all red leather out. And it's like, hey, he's like, people are like, who's this kid Dynamite that everyone's talking about? I'm just like, oh my God, this is so epic. How were people not just terrified of this man? That guy's a monster.
Everybody was. What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. That's true. That's true. Imagine trying to run a scam and rip off Mike Tyson, and you got away with it, or like you're in the process of trying to get away with it. How
you mean like Don King?
How terrified you would be. Unless you're Don King.
Yeah. What do you mean? All Mike Tyson did was get ripped off.
Yeah, Don King's got like the Nation of Islam, like the Brotherhood of Islam, just like walking around, just checking him. He's got like prison guys fresh out of prison.
Yeah, dude. He could have easily been like a cult leader, Like there's no rhyme or reason why Don King is in charge of anything, dude. But somehow he's in the mix, you know. And it's like, yeah.
And you like can't escape him and can't get rid of him because in some way, weird shape or form, you need him.
But I know, but how the fuck? Where did he come from?
That's some old head shit, dude. That's some old head shit. He on some old head shit for sure.
It's like, where did the Big Bang come from? Where the fuck did Don King come from?
But we've seen people like cut from that Don King cloth. I would say like Floyd Mayweather's dad, his dad. No, because his dad does like promoting, and he's got like he's just kind of like that. Then a coked out version of him, like De La Hoya, has slowly become that. De La Hoya is all weird, and he does all of his fighting promotion stuff with Golden Boy Boxing, but he's like...
I mean, that's just boxing promoted.
Well, I know.
Don King, though, is like... He was the one who, like, perfected, like, the... the art of the... Like, he was like, P.T. Barnum, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just...
Yeah, okay.
He was, like, selling the fucking spectacle.
It's like Jerry Jones.
Yeah, except for... And then he was just stealing all the money, though.
Jerry Jones is...
Jerry Jones doesn't have to steal the money.
Like, I feel like he's stolen money from somebody. Jerry Jones has stolen like at least $20 from somebody.
I don't know.
I think so. Do you need your break?
My break.
Well, it
So
is.
we'll take a break.
Okay. We will be back here in a moment. Holla.
Recording stopped.
We're back on the stream, but are we back on the recording?
Recording in progress.
There it is.
And we are back for the topics, the current events. Since we last recorded, Trump has been inaugurated and is now the President of the United States. Sad. First article is from the Los Angeles Times. Musk says his gestures at Trump inauguration event weren't Nazi salutes. By Kevin Rector. Musk made the gestures during the giddy speech celebrating Trump's return to power at a rally Monday at Capital One Arena in Washington. Elon Musk, the world's richest man and a top aide to President Trump, drew and quickly dismissed a raft of condemnation from Democratic lawmakers, left-wing politicians abroad, and others across the internet after twice making what to some looked like a Nazi salute from an inauguration stage. Musk, who has endorsed anti-Semitic remarks and aligned himself with far-right factions, including the AfD is what it's called, the Alternative for Germany in that country, made the gestures during a giddy speech celebrating Trump's return to power at an indoor rally, blah, blah, blah. I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you, Musk said to the crowd. He slapped his chest with his right hand and then shot that hand out and up, open and flat, and palm down with his right arm rigidly extended. He then turned and made a similar gesture in the opposite direction. My heart goes out to you, he said. Some defended Musk. The Anti-Defamation League, which works against anti-Semitism, offered Musk a pass with the post on X, a platform Musk owns. It seems Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm. Not a Nazi salute, but again, we appreciate that people are on edge, the group said. In this moment, all sides should give one another a bit of grace, perhaps even the benefit of the doubt, and take a breath. What do you think?
I mean, it looks like a Nazi salute, bro.
No shit. It's like, if you want us to give you the benefit of the doubt, don't be kicking it with actual Nazis. In Germany, the AfD party, it's the Alternative for Deutschland is what it stands for, is a far-right Nazi-ass fucking party in Germany that's trying to come to power, and Elon's like fucking with them, not to mention all the anti-Semitic shit he said leading up to this.
Yeah, I mean, and it looks like a salute. And then I always give him shit because, his family made all their money, in the
Blood diamonds,
the bloody emeralds, off children's labor. But before that, his grandparents were like followers of the Nazi Party in Canada, and they moved to South Africa from Canada.
Apartheid South Africa.
Yeah, because they supported the apartheid movement and they moved there.
Yeah, I mean,
he's like 2 generations removed from Nazis.
Right. It's like, I'm not gonna do the work for you, Elon, and and be like, he's got Asperger's and he's like an awkward ass dork. No, it's like, bro, you say anti-Semitic shit. You're the world's richest man, so you like, and you're out here like putting yourself out here like with the president getting Trump elected. So you're responsible for your actions. I mean, dude.
Does it mean, dude, is Baron Trump just creepy as fuck?
Is he? He's like a Great Dane, dude. He's majestic and mysterious.
More like a whippet, dude. I don't know. I just don't.
6'7", he
just confuses me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna shit on it. Like, I'll make jokes or whatever, but I'm not gonna shit on him personally.
I don't know. But he just sits there so quietly. That's what
I'm saying. Like, Donald Trump Jr. gives me plenty of reason to hate on him. Eric Trump, same thing.
That you don't want to be alone with either of those guys, like in a trailer for some reason. You're like stuck, and they're like, "Hey, get away from me, Johnny J. You're coked out to the max."
Like my girl Tiffany Trump, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's one of the good ones.
But she be getting work done, bro. Like you could see her at the inauguration. And I was like, ooh, like, girl, what have you been doing?
Dude, get off my girl, man.
Nah, man. She took that Mar-a-Lago dive, dude. She saw Dr. Mar-a-Lago, and now she's just got the Mar-a-Lago face.
I mean, but like I was saying to my family group text, my mom, sister, and brother, maybe I can't blame Elon for maybe being confused that he wasn't in Germany anymore and he's back in the States. Because like Mar-a-Lago probably feels a lot like, like 1930s Germany, just the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, like the saying, like you said the quiet part out loud. It's like he just couldn't contain himself any longer, just exploded into Nazi salutes. Like it's insane.
And he did it twice.
Like forcefully.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you don't you know what I'm saying? Like there's no like lost in translation here. It's like like a fourth grader knows what that is. I remember me and the Iron Ape, we were like out in public and we were having a conversation like involved like talking about the salute, and I actually did it like the Sieg Heil, like showing it like in the and then he's like, dude, we're in public. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, because if you just like were looking from afar, you just see me like Sieg Heiling, like and you have no context of it. And I was like, good point. Like we're conscious about it, and we're just like in a parking lot. It's like he's just like at an inauguration stage, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. Yeah, this, and he does it once, and then he turns around and does it the other direction. Nazi salute, bro. You can't convince me it's not. And like even that picture, the way he's like biting his lip.
I know. That's crazy.
I know. And there's somebody that I know that we disagree mega on basically everything. We disagree mega on mega. But he's uber conservative and he fucking hates Elon Musk.
Who?
I don't want to say their name on the pod, but it's just
buddy.
like, yeah, it's just like a friend. We both know him, but he is pretty conservative, got kids and stuff, and he hates Elon Musk. He's like he's losing his mind.
Yeah, no shit.
He's like he's like I like Trump, which is what neither here nor there. But he's like, but Elon Musk is so bad. It's so bad to have him attached to Trump. But it makes me not trust Trump as much.
Oh man, when like
this is
no, but like, what has the world come to when you can't trust Trump? I mean, as much. Trust him? I wouldn't trust him to do anything.
Well, no, me neither. But obviously, there's people that do. But there's a group of people that have been pro-Trump that are now weaning away from Trump because of the presence of Elon Musk. Like everybody in that rotunda was fucking a bajillionaire. The net worth of the people in the front row is insane.
Yeah, it was over $1 trillion. It was like $1.5 trillion. If you added up the CEO of TikTok, Meta, well, Bezos isn't the CEO of Amazon anymore, but he's got all the shares. And then Elon, yeah, and they all got seated before any of the
Cabinet.
his actual cabinet members.
Yeah, they were like 6 rows back. Like y'all sit in the back by the hot dog stand.
To be fair, he has the shittiest cabinet of all time. So
Rubio, bring me a hot dog, bitch. Take a bite of it, throw it away. Get out of here. That's your lunch for the day. Get the fuck out of my face, Marco.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh, you thirsty? Fuck out of here, Marco.
Well, see, actually, they were going to seat all of the cabinet members first, but they were waiting on Pete Hegseth. He had passed out in the bathroom, and says like, "Oh, we can't sit down until Pete gets here." And then Pete showed up, and he already pissed himself.
Oh, like you gotta put your shirt on with the long sleeves to cover up all your Nazi tattoos. He's like, fine. I was on Fox News, Yeah, that's super cringe. Elon's just cringe in general. He's one of like the most fragile dudes. There's this whole conspiracy where there's this game Path to Exile, super difficult game. I don't know if we've talked about it last episode.
We haven't.
But he says that he's a level 97, which is insane. It's an extremely hard game to play.
Isn't it like Diablo? Is that
kind of, but it's like harder. It's really fucking hard. And people grind and are nowhere. He's a level 97. claims he did it himself. If he's a 97, that makes him one of the best players in the world. But he'll live stream on X him playing. But it's like he doesn't know how to fucking play. So there's this whole theory that he has people playing on the account for him to boost his account to play when he's not playing, so he can just kind of do whatever he wants. But he claims that he does it all of himself, and he's one of the better players in the world. And
I think to be honest, I read a whole article about this specifically, but before that, and not long before that, I heard, I think it was Kara Swisher, not a fan of Elon, but has had access to Elon like more than anybody throughout the years. She was like vouching that he's like a fucking weird savant when it comes to video games.
Yeah, but whenever he's playing this game, the mistakes that he makes are mistakes that if you played and you were a level 97, you wouldn't make. If you were a level at 5.
And also just the amount of hours that it takes, regardless of how good you are at the game, that he would have to have been playing, is insane. It's like he would be only playing that game as opposed to like all the other shit.
Well, and then there's things that he's doing where it's, if he'd already beat this and was just doing it, he would know how to go through it and do it, but then he doesn't know what he's doing. So it's like he hasn't actually played through it. So there's this whole conspiracy, but he got called out by some streamers. There's a big streamer who called him out, and then ended up taking away his blue check mark, like shadow banning him, essentially leaking their DMs that they had between the two of each other about like editing. So he screenshotted the DMs between Elon Musk and this streamer, and he posted them on his page talking shit about the streamer for using editors to edit his streams. I was like, that everybody uses editors. Like goofy shit. He's like so emotionally fragile and unstable. It's weird. He's such a weird fucking dude. And he's like 5 steps away from the fucking nuke button, dude.
I know, and he like does a ton of drugs.
Yeah, ketamine therapy. 3 times a day. No,
but yeah, no, dude. Like you've seen people like change like on drugs, you know? It's like, so he's not like not susceptible to that, you know? And then just we're watching it, you know? We're watching it happen.
Yeah.
The Trump pump. Next article from Wired by Joel Khalili. The Trump meme coins money grab economics. When he launched his own cryptocurrency, Donald Trump produced unimaginable wealth from thin air, but it'll come at a cost of someone. Late Friday evening, 3 days before his return to the Oval Office, Donald Trump performed an act of crypto alchemy. Pretty much all it took was a few strokes of the keyboard. My new official Trump meme is here. The incoming U.S. president wrote in a Truth Social post, "It's time to celebrate everything we stand for. Winning." The post marked the launch of Trump's very own meme coin, a type of joke cryptocurrency that typically has no purpose beyond financial speculation, whose value tends to whipsaw dramatically with changes in public sentiment. The price of the Trump meme coin began to hair upwards almost immediately, despite speculation that Trump's account had been hacked. By the following day, the coins released into circulation, 20% of the total supply, were valued at $14 billion with a B dollars. On Sunday, First Lady Melania Trump followed with a meme coin of her own. At the time of writing, the circulating Melania coins are worth nearly $1 billion with a B dollars. By virtue of the vast amounts of the Trump coin held back by Trump-affiliated entities, the incoming U.S. president was suddenly connected to crypto coins with a theoretical value of more than $50 billion. The meme coin accounts for almost 90% of Trump's net worth. Axios calculated 90% of his net worth. The dude has no money. He's like in debt. This is all his money. Unless you're gonna count like the fucking
dude. What is going on, dude? The president, the president and his wife launched a meme coin.
Some crypto boosters have celebrated the Trump family's foray into meme coins, applauding the new president's ability to transmute his fame into crypto wealth. But others have pointed to the thorny ethical issues at play. For Trump to enrich himself, someone else must pay. Meme coins is absolutely a PvP, player versus player game, said Azim Khan, co-founder of the Morph blockchain and venture partner at crypto VC firm Foresight Ventures, in an interview with Wired late last year.
Damn.
For someone to win, someone has to lose.
That was a mouthful just to say, for someone to win, someone has to lose. Meme coins are said Azim Khan, co-founder of the Morph blockchain and venture partner at crypto VC firm Foresight Ventures, in an interview with Wired late last year. For someone to win, someone has to lose.
The remaining 80% of Trump coins not yet released into circulation belong to the two Trump-affiliated organizations, CIC Digital LLC, which has previously flogged Trump-branded sneakers, NFTs, and other merchandise, and Fight LLC, which was incorporated in early January. These organizations will receive the coins incrementally over a 3-year period. The website states, generating revenue derived from trading activities, a euphemism for selling off the coins. In theory, increasing the number of coins in circulation and making large individual sales puts a downward pressure on price, increasing supply without any change in demand. As the Trump organization enriched themselves through the sale of tokens, other investors, at least some of whom are presumably diehard Trump supporters, may therefore suffer a fall in the value of their coins. No shit, he's gonna pull the fucking rug. Like,
Didn't it already lose like more than half of its value?
well, depending on how you look at it, but yeah, it was like at 70. It wasn't on Coinbase yesterday, but it is today. It was at like $75 a token or whatever, and then it was like down to 45 yesterday. Let's pull this bitch up. Here we go. Official. So right now it's at $43. It peaked though at 74. So if you bought at 50 to 74, you've lost money. I mean 45 to 74, you've lost money. But yeah, right now $43, and the market cap is $8.5 billion, which is only 20%. So that's $42.5 billion that it's worth.
It's ridiculous.
35 billion of which Trump's companies have right now. The fact that it's going to pay them out incrementally over a 3-year period, that's a long play for a shitcoin.
Well, it's like, while I'm in office.
The only shitcoin I hold is USD, baby. Woo!
Shit's crazy.
Slapping Giats with my fiat, baby.
I mean, we can't be surprised we have a president
Shout out
that's
Wolfman.
selling meme coins, dude. Are you gonna buy? And then, but the Melania coin affected the price of the Trump market. So whenever they opened the Trump coin, the price for Trump dropped.
Right. People got out of Trump and moved into Melania. Who amongst us hasn't?
Yeah. Big facts.
Let's see. Hers is now below a bill. She's $780 million market cap right now. It's at $4. All-time high, $5.44.
Money to buy some Melania, dude. It's not a bad idea. $4.
Well, yeah. But that's $780 million for another. That's only 20%. So that's almost $5 billion.
It's crazy.
What the fuck, dude? Christ coin. Get Christ coin at.
Yeah, seriously, we need to just drop Christ coin, dude. For real.
Seriously, how do you launch a coin? Like,
I don't know. We should off air talk about that and look into it.
just do it. Like, what the fuck? Someone's gonna say we scammed them. We should, you know what we should do?
We'll sell them.
Scam coin.
We'll sell you colloidal silver, but you got to pay in Christ coin.
Rug pull coin.
Yeah, rug pull. Rugrats.
I just heard Spotify on my Discover Weekly, which is like a playlist of suggested songs.
Yeah.
Today I was listening to it and it had a Rugrats theme song.
Hell yeah.
Beat.
Hell yeah.
It was called like Rug Fraps. I don't know.
There's a song called that's to the Hey Arnold. It's a beat out of the Hey Arnold theme song, which is pretty tight, but it's just like Arnold. It's like just cuts like that. It makes a sick beat, and it's about beating somebody's ass. It's a pretty tight song.
Well, what happened was Spotify suggested on my Discover Weekly a rap song that was done by Hank Hill from King of the Hill.
Oh yeah.
And I listened to that too many times. So now Spotify thinks that I'm into cartoon raps, I think.
Yeah.
Because then I got one, it was the Krusty Krab from, I think, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that song's called Peekaboo. Check it out. It's pretty tight. And then another Hank Hill song. And then we got the Rugrats.
There's this artist on Spotify named Blorg, Blorg or ROG, and he does like AI rap, and he has maybe like 3 or 4 songs. One of them is Shrek and Donkey rapping about the swamp, and the beats are pretty lit. Then he has another one. It's a super like Memphis crypt up song by Marge Simpson and Homer Simpson. It's pretty good. He has a Mr. Mackey song, which is kind of gas. And then a Mousetrap where it's Mickey Mouse. It's like a futurist type song. Like the beats are pretty intricate, and I don't know how I came across it, but the same thing. Every once in a while, I'm like, oh, this is a banger. I'm gonna listen to this Mr. Mackey like trap house song.
Well, now Spotify is sending them to me, and I don't need that.
Yeah, well, you probably liked it. If you listened to it too many times, it's putting it in your suggested shuffle, dude.
It's in my algo.
Yeah. Welcome.
Like the Trump stock wasn't bad enough. We got the meme coin.
Yeah.
So speaking of pardons, this one I kind of like. Trump pardons Silk Road operator Russ Ulbricht. This is from The Verge by Sarah Young. The pardon fulfills a campaign promise made to the president's crypto diehards. On Tuesday night, President Donald Trump issued a pardon to Ross Ulbricht, who ran the dark web marketplace Silk Road under the pseudonym Dread Pirate Roberts. Ulbricht has been serving a life sentence without parole since 2015, when he was convicted of multiple charges, including the distribution of narcotics. The Silk Road marketplace, which was only accessible through the Tor network, became one of the most prevalent early commercial uses of Bitcoin. Buyers and sellers traded in illicit drugs, forged passports, and more. In the intervening years, Ulbricht became a cause célèbre for a certain segment of the right wing, particularly in the crypto crowd that embraced Trump last year. To his supporters, Ulbricht's life sentence is unusually punitive. Similar offenses have garnered much more lenient sentences. For instance, Blake Benthal, who operated Silk Road 2.0, was sentenced to time served and 3 years of probation. Ulbricht's lieutenant, Thomas Clark, also known as Variety Jones, was sentenced to 20 years in prison last year. Although the criminal offenses were nonviolent in nature, the judge who sentenced Ulbricht took into account multiple deaths attributable to drugs bought through the Silk Road. Throughout his trial, Ulbricht denied that he had committed the crimes at issue. Because law enforcement had arrested him with his laptop open, they had access to all of his files, which included the code of the website, private messages between him and employees of the Silk Road, and a diary whose entries corresponded to OkCupid messages tied to Ross Ulbricht's real identity.
I mean, so I have done I listened to epic podcasts, all sorts of stuff about this topic. I mean, one thing that this article left out is that, he was trying to get people killed. So when they were looking into Silk Road, he was soliciting for hitmen to try to get people murdered. He thought he got murdered. They actually staged a murder for one of them. Then he paid for another hit because they basically were running circles around him and caught him on his laptop. But he was worried about leakers and people and being ripped off because there was a whole scam where people were scamming on Silk Road and he was getting pissed off. You know, that's a very long, complicated story. Did he deserve life? No. Did he solicit and pay to have people killed? Absolutely. That's really what did him in, was the fact that he was soliciting for hits. And once they realized that, because they had undercover cops in Silk Road, once they figured that out, then they were like, all right, we got to like create a hitman. He can talk to the hitman about it, pay the hitman in Bitcoin. So, and that was a lot of people's introduction to cryptocurrency in the first place, or the dark web, when that story came out. But yeah, this is, you know, I don't mind the pardon. That one's not like too bad. But he's obviously pandering. It's not like he knew who the fuck this guy was or knows anything about it.
Right.
You could buy drugs on there. There's allegedly you could buy people on there. It's not like it was just like, oh, crypto bros selling weed. You could buy some pretty crazy shit on the Silk Road back in the day in cryptocurrency. And it was all anonymous. That was the whole point. So, I mean, if you wanted to hold him responsible for creating a marketplace that got people killed in a multitude of ways, probably, and not just drugs, you know.
Whatever, dude. Like, I mean, then the whole Facebook accountable, you know? Like, the whole
Yeah.
Craigslist.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck yeah.
no.
Where is Craig? This homeboy Craig putting out all these lists, getting people killed, dog. On them back pages. You need to get out of here, bro. No, I mean, look, I don't think he deserves life in prison, but he deserved to be arrested for sure. He deserved to be convicted of his crimes. It's not like he pled not like he was like, I didn't do anything. But I don't think he deserved two. He has 2 life sentences plus 40 years is what he had.
Without the possibility of parole. That's crazy. That's like that's.
But he did solicit 2 murders.
Again, who amongst us?
But not a bad
Allegedly.
move. I mean, there's all sorts of things that he's gonna do that'll make logical sense, and then he'll do other shit that doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
I
this
mean,
one, you're like, cool, but then he's like, but you know, Blagojevich, get out of here.
All right, y'all. Final article. We were all over the crypto today. Like I said, you know, it is 2025. It's the crypto world. This one is from Wired Magazine by John Brookin in Ars Technica. Ars Technica is actually like a other publication. Judge ends one man's 11-year quest to recover $765 million in Bitcoin by digging up a landfill. A UK judge ruled against James Howells, who has been trying to get a hard drive with private keys to a cryptocurrency fortune out of a landfill for over a decade. A British judge ruled against a man who wants to excavate a landfill where he says a hard drive with access to thousands of Bitcoins was mistakenly dumped over 11 years ago. Since 2013, James Howells has been hoping to recover a laptop hard drive that he says contains the private key for cryptocurrency, which he says he mined in 2009. Ars wrote about it at the time, noting that the value of a Bitcoin had just passed $1,000, making 7,500 Bitcoins worth $7.5 million. The alleged number of Bitcoins has changed a bit, with Howells now saying he lost 8,000 Bitcoins. The Bitcoin price exceeded $100,000 last month and was $95,636 as of last Friday, or $765 million for 8,000 Bitcoins. High Court Judge Kaiser Casey issued his ruling last week, siding with the defendant in Howells versus Newport City Council. Howells has no realistic chance of success at trial, the judge ruled. Howells sought and ordered that the defendant either deliver the hard drive or allow his team of experts to excavate the landfill in order to find it, and in the alternative, compensation equivalent to the value of the Bitcoin that he can no longer access. Landfill Authority owns the trash. The council said that excavating the landfill site would let harmful substances escape into the environment, endangering residents with potentially serious risks, which raises public health issues and environmental concerns, the ruling said. The judge found no reasonable grounds for bringing this case, saying it has no realistic prospect of succeeding if it went to trial, and that there's no other compelling reason why it should be disposed of at trial. He granted summary judgment for the defendant, dismissing the claim.
I mean, it makes sense.
I feel like 765 million could solve a lot of that. those problems.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been down there for over a decade.
Yeah, it sounds like 12 years. Or yeah,
Like, get out of here, bro. You lost it. Get over it. You blew it. You had your chance and you blew it.
yeah. I have uh, Bitcoin in wallets that I'll never find, but not a lot. Well, I mean, it's probably a lot now, but it was like $100 when I bought it.
Yeah.
My mom's best friend, her son, had $500,000 in a wallet he can't access. And that was when it was $30,000.
Well, he can't access it because
He doesn't have the password. I know this new like revolutionary technology is gonna fucking just take out all like fiat currency in the dollar, and it's like you lose your password and all your money's gone, dude. If I forget my PIN code, I could just call Chase.
that's crazy that when you think about that, people just losing hundreds of millions of dollars because they can't remember what they did, and then there's no way to like reset it. There's no.
Yeah, and then Satoshi, the creator of Bitcoin, he's got some ridiculous amount of Bitcoin, like a million, not a million. I don't know what he has. Maybe a million Bitcoin, and just sitting in the wallet. It hasn't moved. And people speculate whether like he just disappeared, or if he lost the password, or did he destroy it on purpose?
It's possible.
How pissed would you be, bro?
Well, not if he destroyed it on purpose. He'd be fine that you destroyed it on purpose. Then he'd be like,
And then it was like, oh fuck, that was like,
well, I mean,
that was like $20 million.
he could have more. He could have
Oh
more.
fuck, that was like $100 million. Oh fuck, that's like $1 trillion fucking dollars.
He could have more than one wallet.
Well, no, like I mean, because you could see it on the blockchain, like that original stash the Satoshi had is still sitting in where it originally was sitting and hasn't moved.
Watch, he's just like slumming it up in like an efficiency somewhere.
I mean, if you watch the documentary on Max, it might be that like Canadian, unassuming fuck. I think he's Canadian.
Yeah.
That'd be weird though. He's not Japanese.
But yeah, maybe he really was into like Metal Gear Solid or some shit.
No, they were into Magic the Gathering, man. Mount Gox.
Yeah, but maybe he's also into like Metal Gear Solid. It's like, I'm gonna make digital currency and it's gonna be tight. I'm gonna make my name Nagamoto. Oh yeah. He's like watching.
Nagamoto.
He's like watching, or he's like playing Tekken. He's like, mate, Yoshimitsu. No, I don't like that.
It was Magic the Gathering, bro.
I don't know. I'm just saying the name sounds like a Metal Gear Solid character. And then
yeah, or like Tekken.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he sounds like a video game character. So I could see some,
Or like a video game company.
yeah, like not, or like you're watching Fast and Furious, and he's like, I got Mashimoto tires. You're like, ooh, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay, maybe spoon engines. He's like, maybe I do a play off of that. Like, right? I could just see some not Japanese guy coming up with this name. I mean, like, yeah, oh man, he's a pretty smart guy. He must be pretty smart. And the guy's name's like fucking Calvin or something, and he's hanging out at the Tim Hortons, just like eating donuts and drinking coffee. Everybody thinks I'm an Asian man. Like that's
your fault, bro.
Well, I mean, he doesn't like the limelight.
Watch that it comes out that it is like that pasty ass white Canadian dude,
Yeah.
and then and everyone's like, whoa, we figured out who it was, the guy who created Bitcoin. He's a trillionaire. But then the whole public flips on him for cultural appropriation.
Yeah, for sure. Like he needs to change his name.
Oh! You think that you can just take a Japanese name as a white guy? Fuck you.
You should donate all of your trillions to indigenous Japanese people.
Yeah.
Or you're racist.
Everyone should sell their Bitcoin.
Cancel Bitcoin.
Cancel Bitcoin.
That's wild. That's a shirt. That's a good T-shirt right there. Just hit cancel Bitcoin. People would be like, "What?"
Dude, that's how you get punched in the face.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Someone would be like, "Hey, bro, let me talk to you for a second. My name's Xander. My dad
Hey,
owns,
Gary Kingsler.
my dad owns 3 Volvo dealerships, and I got a bone to pick with you, bro. I put the bit in coin, dude." It's like you said that wrong. Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, bro.
Trump's president now. Build a wall around you and your family. You're like, what? That doesn't make... What? Yeah.
And some, I'm sure, are good people.
But that does suck that he lost that hard drive and lost out on all that money. But
Yeah, you just have to, at that point, like, yeah, you can't just, like, keep harboring on it because it's going to keep going up, dude. That loss is going to get worse and worse and worse.
you can remove hard drives and keep them. Just keep hard drives. If you're getting done with the laptop, keep the hard
Instead it
drive.
accidentally got thrown out.
Be pissed. Whoever threw that out, like, you motherfucker. Do you realize what you've done?
Yeah.
And you were like cool with it in the beginning, like, it's cool, babe. And then like you're like married in the future, you're like this.
Think about this. Think about this though. So whenever he bought it in 09, threw it out in 11. He started looking for it in like 13 or whatever. He could have just rebought in 13. He'd be good to go right now. Yeah.
And he probably did, but that's a lot of money. He had to have rebought. There's no way he didn't rebuy in. He just wanted that wallet.
He probably out of principle. He probably didn't. He's like, I already have $7.5 million. Why would I rebuy? Because it's about to be $750 million.
Just break in, dude. Break into the landfill. Just be digging around at night.
I know.
That is some lame shit, though. It's going to release gases in the air that are going to be harmful. Oh, because just burying a fuck ton of trash in the ground is just as good. Just as good. So you better...
hey, bro, shit, the regulation shit out here in California. Like, Bill Maher was like, brought up, it was like we couldn't get like I forget what I want to say high speed rail, but it might have been something else like super like seemingly necessary. Couldn't get it done because it was going to endanger a herb plant if we built like in that area, so we couldn't do it in California.
That's pretty stupid.
A single herb plant.
Just transplant that bitch.
A single species of herb plant, I should say.
It's a herb.
I know, but like, isn't that insane? It's like, come on.
Well, and that's what I've heard is in California, there's a lot of these random ass, like they'll just intervene. Like you'll be doing something, trying to get something approved, going through this, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's a bird swallow. Gotta be mindful of the bird swallows. Like just out
There's
of
like
left field.
15 different people that you have to like get like the approval from, you know, just to get like Bill Maher also did a thing where he kept like a day, like how many days it's been chart for him to get his solar panels like installed and approved at his house. Solar panels in California, you'd think that like, you know, we'd be expediting that, and it was like over 1,000 days. That's why we have homeless people out here, bro.
Just install them. Be like, fuck you.
You can't.
Why not?
Well, it also depends, like, especially out in LA, like the individual like regulation, like from like neighborhood to neighborhood, you know. If it's, like,
Oh, I'm sure.
Bel Air, and it's like you can't, you know, if it's historical, blah blah blah, you know, or it's like, you know, I don't know, dude, it's all bullshit. It's the NIMBY shit, not my backyard.
Yeah. Lame. So I could never live in California.
I mean, that's the rich people dealing with dumb shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you just want to be a normal person, like, you don't have to worry about it.
Maybe. I don't know.
You could never live in California. I could never live in Texas, a state where women don't have rights.
That's true. Shout out. My family's here. Gotta break them out.
Yeah.
That's really why I'm here. I want some Van Damme shit, some Steven Seagal shit. I'm a cook, and I'm gonna save my family from a bunch of racists.
No. Time's a ticking. Time's a ticking.
I know.
Bro.
Hey, like Jack Bauer, you got 24 hours, baby.
What are you waiting for? Like the governor to implement a civilian bounty system?
I'm waiting for Paxton.
People
I know
into
when Paxton
bullshit.
makes the call and Abbott makes the roll, I'll be ready. The moment that wheel turns that direction, dude, he gives that little quick wrist push. That's it. He's done.
Flick of the wrist.
Yeah, he's done before he hits the bottom of the ramp. Those are
Hey,
good.
Greg Abbott, what Special Olympics sport would you want to be gold medal in? Oh, got it. Because he's crippled.
Pole vault. Triple jump, but it's triple roll, long roll.
Never forget, y'all. Greg Abbott's a terrible person, so making fun of his disabilities is okay.
Long roll, bro. That's wild. Triple roll. Triple push. Javelin roll. Sorry. Hammer push.
Damn, bro.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Hey, Trump's president. Oh my god, dude. People are about to go off the deep end. This is going to be crazy. People are going to get so fucking wild with this shit. It's going to be interesting to see, especially in this first year, how to what levels people take this stuff. Like, Proud Boys are going to be stomping around. They're hitting the streets, bro, like the Warriors episode, like movie part 2 that doesn't exist in real life. Warriors 2's coming. That's crazy.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. Did you see that Trump said that Melania calls him sir?
Yeah, that's weird. And hot. Yes, sir.
Hot?
Oh, yeah.
Hot.
So, yes, sir. Well, I guess I make her sound Irish.
I mean, maybe that's just her respect for the office.
Yeah, for the office and not him.
Yeah.
She's not like my love. She's just like,
Right.
yes,
Because
Mr. President.
You'll find that immigrants to America generally are the most patriotic.
Well, they just need to reignite their flame. Like, he needs to marry somebody else, but keep her in the White House as his secretary. Then he can cheat on his wife with Melania, rekindle that flame. Get the passion back, you know? Lie to make her happy. That's what he needs to do. Right now he's lying to make other people happy. He needs to leave her to lie to her to win her back. It's perfect. It's simple math. Some like Goodwill Hunting shit right here. How you like them apples? Vickers? Yeah. That's weird. But not surprising. That's like Mike Pence calling his wife mother.
Shout out her. She didn't go to the inauguration, I don't think, right?
No, I don't think he'd invited anyone. He got hung.
No, he did, but she didn't.
Oh, yeah. Mother didn't go.
Mother didn't go.
Mother, you're not coming? There might be women there.
And then, just real quick, the ceasefire in Israel happened. Hostages got released.
Yep.
Food aid trucks rolling in.
Yep.
It's like 1,000 a day. So, I know it's, a small win for right. It's like based upon what's happening, but take the win.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. Been here before. Only not as much destruction.
Well,
so.
they didn't have, the hostages.
No, and that's important. Like getting the hostages released, obviously.
Right.
But
And the food aid.
But Trump did sign an executive order, labeling the cartels as terrorist groups. Did you see that? Supposedly.
No.
So like designating them as like targets of the U.S. military, which is something that I've been saying all the time. If you want to actually be serious about stopping the drug cartels, just like send some Navy SEALs across the border and go fuck some shit up.
We don't know.
But we can't.
That's like causing more problems.
I know that's you don't because then you're going into like a foreign country to just like kill citizens of another country. That's kind of wild.
Yeah, instead we should just get rid of the fucking DEA.
Okay.
End the fucking drug war, and then just like
Legalize it up. Let's go.
Yeah, regulate it, legalize it.
Elon Musk is on ketamine all the time.
Tax it. Oh, problem solved.
Boom. Heard that right there. Goody economics.
Yeah, I did.
Shit. Got any words of wisdom for us?
My advice is don't get pre-upset about this new administration. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I was worried. I get worried. You know what it means if Trump got reelected, but now that he is reelected, we just have to accept that. And I would say, for your own sanity, wait till he actually does stupid shit before you just
Start spinning.
yeah, because otherwise, you know.
Don't crash out too early.
Right.
Don't give a standing ovation after the opening credits. Wait for the movie. Otherwise, everyone's like, "Who's this dick? Sit down. The movie just started. It's a previews, dick. Shut up." Like, so, for sure.
And just remember, you know, he's 80 and obese and has a history of taking diet pills. Probably doesn't have a good ticker.
Okay.
Thoughts and prayers.
All right. Well, meditate, bitches.
Meditate, bitch.
Hey, I stole it from you. Now, make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, comment, review, whatever. We appreciate y'all stopping by as always. And I do like your point to that. Like, don't get worked up too early. See what happens. It's gonna be a wild fucking ride. It's already started off pretty crazy, so we'll see where it goes. You know, hopefully we can plug some holes in this bullshit in the next 2 years. I mean, you honestly hope they do some stupid shit to where they lose control of something at some point. Do something just recklessly stupid, but we'll see. We shall see. But we love y'all. Be good. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. And as always, go fuck yourselves.
Recording stopped.
Floor, maybe need a new ruggie. Scratch at, I'll get some beers and get chuggy. Nah, man, I know what I need. Some more Man Huggie. Oh, Man Huggie. Some more Man Huggie. Put your headphones on for